In Greek mythology, Athena is one of the most powerful and revered deities of Mount Olympus. She's the goddess of wisdom, war, strategy, and crafts, a true embodiment of intelligence and strength. But what makes her even more fascinating is the extraordinary tale of her birth. It's a story filled with prophecy, divine power, and one of the most dramatic entrances in mythology. To truly understand the birth of Athena, we need to delve deeper into the relationship between Zeus and Metis. Metis, whose name means cunning or wisdom, was one of the Oceanids, a group of powerful and wise sea nymphs. Her intelligence and insight made her a valued ally to Zeus during the Titanomachy, the great war between the Olympian gods and the Titans. After the war, Zeus grew increasingly captivated by Metis's brilliance and beauty. He sought her advice on matters of the cosmos and eventually pursued her romantically. Metis, however, was no easy catch. She was a shapeshifter and used her powers to evade Zeus, transforming into various animals and elements to escape his advances. But Zeus outsmarted her. Using his own cunning, he managed to capture Metis. The two eventually became lovers, and soon Metis became pregnant with Zeus's child. But then came a prophecy that shook Zeus to his core. Metis will bear 2 children. The first will be a daughter, wise and powerful. The second will be a son, who will be mightier than his father and destined to overthrow him. Zeus, who had already usurped his own father Cronus, was no stranger to the dangers of prophecy. Determined to prevent this fate, Zeus devised a shocking and ruthless plan. One day, Zeus approached Metis with a cunning ruse. He praised her wisdom and suggested they test her shape-shifting abilities. Flattered, Metis agreed and transformed into a series of elements: water, fire, and finally a small insect. At that moment, Zeus seized the opportunity. He opened his mouth and swallowed her whole, believing this act would end the prophecy and eliminate any threat to his rule. Though Zeus had swallowed Metis, the matter was far from resolved. For a while he felt triumphant, confident that he had thwarted the prophecy. Yet, the Titaness Metis was no ordinary being. Even within Zeus, her essence remained alive and active. Unbeknownst to Zeus, Metis was still alive within him and began preparing for her daughter's arrival. Deep inside his mind, she crafted a magnificent suit of armor and a shining spear for the child she knew would one day come into the world. As time went on, Zeus started to feel intense pressure building inside him. What began as a mild headache soon turned into unbearable and unrelenting pain. The other Olympians were alarmed. None of them could understand what was happening to him. Hera, Zeus's wife, tried to reason with him, but Zeus himself had no answers. The pain grew so intense that Zeus called for Hephaestus, the god of blacksmiths, to help him. Zeus ordered Hephaestus to use his tools to open his skull and relieve his suffering. Hephaestus took his axe, raised it high, and with a single powerful strike split Zeus's skull. The moment the axe struck, a blinding light burst forth. From Zeus's head emerged Athena, fully grown and radiating divine power. Her armor shone like the sun, her shield was ready for battle, and her spear was raised high as if she were already a seasoned warrior. She was not born of a mother in the traditional sense, but instead emerged from the mind of Zeus himself, embodying the wisdom and strategy that Metis had passed on to her. Athena quickly took her place as one of the most powerful and respected deities of Olympus. From her remarkable birth, Athena went on to shape the world of Greek mythology. She became the patron goddess of Athens, a city that bears her name to this day.